Child, I did that whole Black Girl Vitamin. Oh Lord, my face look ashy. I did that whole Black Girl Vitamin commercial backstage, child. Buy the Black Girl Vitamins. Use my discount code ReallyBTV, child. Lord have mercy. I was just washing my face. I need some lotion, honey. I'm a little ashy, child. I'm a little ashy. Sorry about that. All right. I know somebody gonna be like, dang, she need to be ready when she gets started. Listen, it's a tribe meeting. We real informal around here for the tribe meeting. But yeah, get y'all Black Girl Vitamins. Discount code ReallyBTV, 20% off your first order. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay. Now, let's get into the things. First of all, I have pinned, and thank you, Chef Don Don, for dropping it in the chat. I have pinned a GoFundMe. I told you guys to reach out to me if you knew of a family, if you knew we want to try to connect people directly. So if you knew of a family, to please let me know if there's a way that we can help them as a community on our end. So that GoFundMe link that is in the chat, that is an actual family of a subscriber. If they want to identify themselves, they can. But it is a friend of hers, their family. They are okay physically, but they have lost everything. So again, $5, $10, $20. If you would like to, there is no pressure here. You do not have to give. I am providing the information and the resources for you guys if that is what you want to do. Also, I have connected our American Cross fundraiser to this live. I told you guys we were going to be doing this for the next 30 days. Whenever I go live, I can't figure out how to do it on the other channel, but on this channel, I can do it on this channel. We have raised $170. My goal is $1,500. So I think $170 on the first day is pretty good for a 30-day fundraiser. We should be able to hit our goal. If we can raise $100 a day for 30 days, we have more than our goal, right? So with that being said, that is what we have. Yes, C Golden, I did get your email and I meant to respond. My apology. I responded in my head. But my apologize. Oh, that must be what it is then, Don Don. That's why I can't do it. Okay. That's why I can't do it on the other channel, because Don Don said you have to have 10,000 subscribers or more. Well, there you go. Thank you, C Golden. She said the money that from the game night, because I cashed after her, she forgot to claim it, so Cash App sent it back to me, so I was going to send it back to her. She told me to take the money and add it onto the fundraiser, so I'm going to do that. So thank you so much, C Golden, for your donation, and I appreciate that. How do you feel about our president saying that the country is stronger? Stronger than what? Stronger than what? Fruit punch. And that's not directed at you. That's just saying in general. Like, he said stronger than what? Like, yeah, I can't. You talking about which though? You say my president, and you talking about the Trump or Biden? So I don't understand. I don't know. I don't have an opinion because I don't know who said it. I don't know in what context it was said. I don't know, child. Let me say hi to the people as you guys come in. I know that was a lot of announcements before we even got started, but y'all know I don't want to forget nothing. Hey, Chuck Boo. Hey, Corey. I was worried you haven't gone live in a few days. I was live yesterday. I went live yesterday. We talked about fundraising. I mean, we talked about, I came live and did resources on we did a live about the LA fires yesterday. And then I went live to talk about traders on my review channel, correct? I went live twice. Matter of fact, I went live 3 times yesterday because I went live first thing in the morning to do Love and Marriage Huntsville on the review channel. Yeah, baby, I was live 3 times. 3 times. Okay, and then I went live Saturday. Didn't I do a trial meeting on Saturday? I thought I did. Anyway, check your notifications, correct? Because maybe YouTube playing games with you. Hey, Quake, what's up, Freya? Hey, Cross Country Cruiser, what's up, Star? Hey. Thank you, Don Don. I'm about to share that next once I say hi to the people. Hey, Cams. Hey, Boo. YBS Mary. Hey, lovely Nola. Oh, YBS Mary, remind me. Chuck and YBS Mary, remind me. I have an update on the Books and Bourbon tour. So when I get to the bottom of this, y'all remind me to make that announcement as well. Hey, Katora. Joshua White, I be the Pinkerbell Nap Queen. What's going on? I had a feeling you on mute. Yeah, child, I was backstage running my mouth too. Miss Bathan. Hey, Tamara C. Golden Montrez. Hey, Fruit Punch. Hey. Biden. Child, I ain't paying no attention to nobody. What's up, Simone? Hey, boo. How are you, girl? You been cutting up. You was child. Happy belated birthday as well. Did I watch Bob the Drag? I have not, but I know that Bob has been swinging down in these. So I know they've been coming for him in social media, and baby, he's been swinging. The Housewives fans have been coming for him, but no, I have not seen his review yet. I am going to check it out. What's up, Melly? I hear you. Complete thoughts are appreciated. Yeah, I did a marathon, child. You want to do books and purpose? I have an update. Hey, little baby, what's up? Hey, Majani. Girl, my East text and internet went crazy before I could watch the Commanders. Baby, they are determined to give me a heart attack. I swear it come down to the last seconds every week. Oh, and I meant to call Pam today because it's me and Pam. Because my Commanders going to the Big D. They are going. I wish I had some money. Because if I had some money, I would be on my way to Detroit. Because I could stay with my niece. So I wouldn't have to worry about no hotel. If I had about $800-900 that I didn't have nothing to do with, and I had enough money for a flight, baby, I think I'd be on my way to Detroit this weekend. But I don't. So moving right along. Corey said, "My bad, girl. I was at work yesterday. You right. It's okay. Girl. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna do. I told you I wasn't doing Potomac because I knew I was gonna be watching the game. And Married to Medicine will probably be tomorrow. And I'm just going to do the Whether You Like It. Since I knew I was hosting the Whether You Like It or Not panel tonight, that'll just be my review for Potomac, child. Good game. I don't know about a good game, but we won, child. Hey, Uncle Jay. What's going on? Okay. How is Pam? Ain't she in LA? No, Pam is in Detroit. She's from Detroit. She's in Detroit. So I meant to call her today. But I got busy, so I'm going to give her a call. Okay. All right. Couple of updates, and then we're going to get into these topics. Don't forget tonight that the Whether You Like It or Not panel is on my channel. It's on the review channel, and it is set up for 8:30. But like I said yesterday, it's 8:30-ish. Don't be in the chat talking about we late. It's 8:30-ish. What's up, Des Hop? Hey, boom. If there's anybody I missed, charge it to my head and not my heart. Simone, we need to get you over here. We need to link up and do a live soon about something, child. It's any number of things we could probably talk about. Hey, Dominique Devereaux. Hey, y'all know I love her name. Real Housewives of Potomac. Listen, let me tell you. Hey, what's going on? Let me tell y'all something. Listen. I talked to Scotty earlier today. Scotty was like, look, everybody live was less than 20 minutes. I looked at that episode. I'll talk about it later. I don't want to get caught up in Potomac right now. But it's the same thing I told you guys before. They put all of their money on the Mia storyline. Like it's almost like they were at a crap table or they were playing poker and they went all in on Mia. And all the chips are at the middle of the table and the hand was a bust because we are checked out of the Mia storyline. She overplayed her hand and we are checked out of it. Now, I will say this, and Winter, you're here. Simone, you're here. You guys have reality TV experience. I will say this. I feel like nothing else was brought to the table worth showing because it is so heavily geared towards Mia and this storyline we just don't care anything about anymore. Karen wasn't giving us nothing on the DUI, which we understand now. Giselle don't never get nothing. And it's even more evident now that her girls are gone and Robin's not there. Wendy tried. Stacey is giving us something. I'm gonna give Stacey an A for effort. We don't care nothing about Ashley. And can I, y'all? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds of my Real Housewives of Potomac review. I'm sick of Ashley. Why do we have to see Ashley's ass the whole episode? I mean, literally her ass. I don't mean that hyperbole. No, we literally, why? I don't have nothing wrong with women wearing bikinis and thongs and all that. Like, I don't care about none of that. But I don't, like, how many times did they pan in on Ashley's butt? Like, you guys, do y'all know who y'all are gearing this show towards? All of it was cringe, Winter. All of it was cringe for me. And again, it's not because I have an issue with people who are bisexual or gay or none of that. It's like, but you're forcing this on us, and it's not natural. There's nothing natural. Okay, I'm gonna wait till we get to our just y'all get on over to the whether you like it or not panel, child. I'm gonna give it to y'all there. But there was nothing natural about that whole Ashley Jacqueline situation. It was so contrived. It was so fake. Exactly. It was cringe. It was cringe. All right. Moving right along. Update on books and bourbon. And then I have an announcement to make. And then we are really going to get into this content. Okay. So I talked to my girlfriend on Saturday, the one who does the Louisville book festival. And remember, I told you guys I went last year and I was so inspired that I want to do like a meet and greet. We're calling it the Books and Bourbon Tour, right? We're going to go to Louisville the weekend of the book festival. We're going to stay. We're going to get a hotel on Bourbon Way. I think it's called Bourbon Way, where all the distilleries and stuff are. We're going to go to the book tour because we all love books. We're going to go to the book festival, but we're also going to go to like 2 distilleries. So here's what I'm trying to put together. I'm trying to put together a package that will include the price to like 2 distilleries, a swag bag for the book festival, because the book festival is free. There's no charge to get in. But I want us to do like a swag bag for the book festival, your hotel room, and the Muhammad Ali Center. I don't know if there's a charge to get in. I'm sure there is, but I want to put a package together that will include those things. Now, the airfare will still be on you. That'll still be on you. And I would like for us to go to dinner one night while we're there, and that everybody pay for their own dinner. Really, we ain't got money like that. So I'm putting something like that together. Now, the good news is, the bad news is she still doesn't have her dates yet. So I can't really plan anything until I know the actual dates. But the good news is, the reason why she does not know the dates yet is because she's trying to get a different venue that will be closer to the Muhammad Ali Center. So it won't be so far, like where the festival was now, it really wasn't in walking distance of the Muhammad Ali Center. I mean, it was in walking distance for y'all people who like to walk, but it really wasn't in walking distance for me. Like Chuck was saying, I believe it was over a mile from where the festival was. I'm not walking that. Call me what you want. I'm not there yet. Okay. I'm walking a couple of blocks. I'm not walking no mile and some change. I'm just not doing that. But the venue will be closer to the Muhammad Ali Center, which will be helpful as it relates to that part of it. So we don't have to have a whole bunch of transportation. So as soon as I get the dates, you guys, I'm trying to have something ready. So there'll be a package. And like I said, the package will include, I would like for the package to include your hotel room for 2 nights, the price to the distillery, two different distilleries, and a swag bag from the book festival. That is what and the Muhammad Ali Center. I wanted to include those 4 things. The other thing is, I have identified a Black distillery, Bro Brothers, and that is who I'm also trying to get in contact with to set up that be one of our distilleries. Okay, the Ali Center is a donation fee. Okay, so then we don't have to worry about that. Okay, it's a donation fee. Okay. Angel Envy and Ivan Williams, Anchor Bourbon Row. Right. So we'll probably do one of the more like Angel Envy is a good one. But I want to try to get in touch with Bro Brothers, which is a Black distillery. I think it's the only Black distillery in Louisville. So I would love for us to try to link up with them to support that Black business. I also would like for us to go to dinner at a Black restaurant. I ain't trying to make this blackety black, but it is. It's gonna be blackety black. Okay. All right, moving right along. So that's the update. So I know some of y'all have asked about it. So I want y'all to know I'm still working on it. As soon as I know more, y'all will know more. Okay. Well, you guys, it is official. You'll check on it. Thank you, Chuck. I have officially been nominated for a Boss Babe Award. Now listen. When they say I'm just happy to be nominated, I just want y'all to know I'm just happy to be nominated, because for those who are not familiar with the Boss Babe Awards, it is basically it is you guys vote, right? So it's up to me to, get y'all to vote, right, for me, and basically whoever has the most votes at the end of the voting period, that is who wins the award. The voting period is going to start on February the 1st and it'll end on March the 1st. You can vote once a day. So I'm going to need y'all to vote early and often, okay? Early and often. Now, I am in the category with a whole lot of YouTubers. I'm in the category of YouTuber of the year. Now, I'm just going to tell y'all the truth now. I'm in a category with people who have 3, 4, 5, 10 times the subscribers that I have. But it's okay. We're going to go to the Boss Babe Awards. We're going to have ourselves a good time. And whether I walk away with anything or not, maybe I'm really serious that I'm happy to be in that number, okay? So we're going to go down there. We're going to look cute, okay? Y'all know Abby already been shopping for an outfit. I already know my sis. Abby done already started. Hell, she might have already bought one, but I damn sure know she's shopping, okay? Right, vote like you live in Chicago. Right. So we're going to go down there. We're going to have ourselves a good time. Scotty's nominated again. Who else? Bondi's nominated. I feel like somebody else that we know is nominated. But anyway, we're going to go. We're going to go and we're going to have ourselves a good time. All right? All right, move right along. Oh, I will. I'm a every day I'm gonna play my video. Every day I'm gonna play the video for y'all to go vote, and we're gonna drop the link every day. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna, like Chuck said, vote like we in Chicago. Vote early and often. Thank you, Winter. All right, let's get to this commentary, child. What's been going on? First of all, let me explain something to the people. First of all, happy Founders Day to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Some of my really, 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 really good friends are Deltas. So shout out to y'all. Happy Founders Day to y'all. Ravine, who is a staunch supporter, is a Delta. I'm surprised I haven't seen her. Probably she probably out somewhere celebrating Founders Day. I shouldn't have said that. She probably out somewhere in them streets, in them crimson and cream streets, honey, celebrating her Founders Day. So if there are any other Deltas in the chat, y'all can drop down, honey. Drop down. But happy Founders Day to y'all. So January is full of Founders Day, child. We had the Kappas already. We had the Sigmas already. We got the Zetas coming up. We got the AKAs coming up, child. January is full. Okay, January is full. All right, moving right along. I'm looking at my list and see what I want to go in, child. Let's see what I'm going in. All right. It's my mama's Founders Day and my husband's birthday. I'm broke. I know that's right. She said, I'm broke, honey. I know that's right. Well, happy Founders Day to mama. Mama made me them pralines, baby. Yeah, yes, mama. Tomorrow is the day that all of the Beehive has been waiting for the last 2 weeks. Y'all will finally find out what Beyonce wants y'all to spend y'all life savings on this time. I told y'all until tomorrow comes and the announcement is something different, I'm going to stand by what I've been saying for the last 5 months, that it's right. Happy Founders Day to all the January babies. Exactly, child. I'm going to stick by what I've been saying for the last 5 or 6 months, that she going to Vegas. Now, I could be wrong. I know the word on the street is that she's announcing another world tour. It may very well be that. I know a lot of y'all think that the visuals are going to finally drop, or or Act 3 is going to come out. I feel like it's going to be one of the three. Either it's Act 3 about to drop, she's announcing another tour, or she's going to Vegas. It's one of those three. But I'm sure the Beehive will be on pins and needles all day tomorrow waiting for that announcement. Okay? All right. So there you go. All right. Nene, once again, will be under the employment of NBC. She has been pegged to do the after party, the red carpet after party down to the Oscars. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. I have been telling y'all for the last 4 or 5 years that I said that I don't think Nene will ever be on Housewives again. I never said that I didn't think Nene would ever work again. We know that Nene sued NBC Universal, and then she dropped her lawsuit so they could go into mediation. She dropped it. Is it with prejudice or without prejudice? I always forget which one it is, y'all. The one where she can refile if she needs to. So she dropped it. Is it without prejudice or is it with prejudice? Maybe it's with. I always forget which one it is, child. But she dropped it so that they could go into mediation, and we haven't heard a word since. And that was about 3 years ago. I truly feel like whatever was discussed in mediation, they came to some sort of thank you. I always forget. Thank you. Thank you, Simone. I always forget which one it is. But I really, in my opinion, feel like they went into mediation and they came to an agreement. And what they probably came into an agreement about was there was probably some sort of monetary settlement between her and NBC Universal. And there may be some sort of a commitment that they would give her a certain number of jobs over the next couple of years, right? I believe that her doing, because she did the Golden Globes red carpet last year. This year she's doing the Oscar red carpet. I really feel like this is a part of whatever settlement they came up with. That I do not think this is a road for her to get back on Housewives. I just don't. Understanding that NBC Universal is the parent company for all of these things, I wouldn't hold my breath to see her back on Bravo. The best I think y'all might see Nene on a Bravo show, maybe, and this is still a stretch. This is still a stretch. Is maybe an all-star situation where they finally maybe extend an olive branch to her, ultimate girls trip type situation. But again, I never felt like Nene should have never work again kind of thing. But again, I just believe that sometimes you burn certain bridges, and it is what it is. Very seldom when you sue a company, generally speaking, they just settle with you because they don't want you back. You can sue your job, and generally speaking, you'll get a settlement. Simone, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, Simone. I have seen situations where people go back to that job that they sued. When I worked at the teachers union, teachers got their jobs back all the time, but that wasn't them necessarily suing the school district. That was them mediating or going through a grievance process through the union. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Y'all know I'm nobody's attorney. I didn't go to nobody's law school, but that's my opinion. So congratulations to Nene. Unfortunately, what we did find out, though, is they have postponed the Oscars because of the fires, because voting, they were still voting. So they've expanded the voting window because of the LA fires. Yes, union matters are different. Right. Yeah. Right. Why go back? What change? Right. That's why a lot of people don't go back. A lot of people don't go back because they don't want to go back. Why would you want to go back? You literally, and the things that Nene accused Bravo of, girl, why would you want to go back into that? Right. But I do think they've settled, and I think that we haven't heard anything else about it because I think they've settled. I think the last conversation we heard Nene speak on anything as it related to Bravo was when she did her interview with either Carlos King or when she did the interview with the white lady. What's her name? What's the lady name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The skinny, the skinny chick liquor, the skinny girl liquor. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't think of her name, but the white lady. And that was at least 2 years ago. So that's the last we've heard of Nene speaking on publicly on her lawsuit with Bravo, right? So I think it's been Bethany Frankel. Thank you. I think it's been settled. So moving right along. That's my 2 cents. But congratulations to her. Now the Grammys will move forward as scheduled. And they're going to focus on raising money for the LA fire. So that's going to happen. Okay, that's going to happen. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to. Hold on, I didn't mean to put a line through that. Okay. Listen. They just said, not Angela Lansbury, stop trolling me, Kate. She said for the right amount of zeros, she would go back. She still doesn't talk to him. Right. I think she's saying that because she knows that's not going to happen. Like she's making it seem like, well, if they pay me enough, I'll go back. Girl, they're not. They're not going to pay you more. They're not. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. They're not. So I feel like she's saying that just to say something. Child, she's not going back. And I really feel like Andy Cohen would cancel the Real Housewives of Atlanta before he would bring Nene back if it were up to him. That's my opinion. I don't know Andy. I ain't talked to him on the phone. We ain't have a conversation about it. But I really feel like if it were up to Andy Cohen, he would cancel the Real Housewives of Atlanta before he would bring Nene Leakes back. Now, he might not have the final say, but I think if it were up to him, I feel like that's how he would feel. All right. It's 235 of y'all in the chat. Now, I have not seen Tracy. I don't know if she here or not, but I saw Abby and I saw Chef Don Don. So listen, with 235 people in here, if y'all could do me a favor, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Both of those things are free and 99. We are in the process of trying to do whatever we can do for the California wildfires. So if you, oh, there go Tracy. Tracy, what's the drink specials? Is the bar open, girl? Tracy said, I'm here, honey. Open up the bar, Tracy. If you here, what are drink specials for the day? Tracy will also be donating her tips to the California wildfire. So if y'all tipping her down to the bar, just know that's where the tips are going. Okay, she going. I just spoke for her. I just took her tips from her, didn't I? There is a link pinned at the top. That is a actual GoFundMe for a subscriber who has family out in LA. So that is their GoFundMe. And then, of course, we are raising money through the Red Cross if you want to donate to that. I said it on yesterday. I'll say it again. YouTube is paying all of the transaction fees. So anything that's donated anything that's raised, 100% of that is going to the American Red Cross. So there are no fees taken out. There are no percentages taken out. If you donate $5 is going to the American Red Cross. Okay. That's my pause for the cause. Moving right along. Can I say something? Excuse me. Celebrity people. Celebrity people. Let me say this to y'all. Y'all, we went through this 8 years ago. Okay. You can choose to show up down to that inauguration on Monday. That's your business. That is your business. You can choose to show up down to that inauguration on Monday. But understand that when it comes to the 92%ers, you getting on the list. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. You can show up down to that inauguration a week from today, next Monday, if you want to. Just know you will be on the list. Now, you might not care about being on the list, and that is fine. That's fine. But just know you're going to be on the list. Now, Carrie Underwood is going to perform down to the inauguration. So y'all already know she's trending on all of the social medias, and everybody is saying what they got to say about Carrie Underwood. And she didn't release a statement saying she is proud to have been asked to sing, and that she is proud of her country and she loves her country. And this is a time for all of us to come together. Ma'am. You can be proud. You can think it's an honor. That's great. That's great. But I read down to the social media. Somebody said that's fine. I think it might have been in El Teddy's group chat. Actually, it might have been in El Teddy's group chat that said his members only chat that said that's okay because we got enough other country artists that we can support, especially some black ones. So that's fine, Carrie. That's fine. Now, as somebody that, listen, I like Carrie Underwood. I remember her from American Idol. But I promise y'all I don't own no Carrie Underwood song. I ain't never been to no Carrie Underwood concert. I ain't never downloaded a Carrie Underwood song. Matter of fact, I think the only Carrie Underwood song I ever really cared about was when she did the Sunday night football song. And that's only because I had to listen to it every Sunday or Monday night. Whichever song she did, I don't know if it was Monday night or Sunday night. That's honestly the only song I know by her. So it ain't bothering me none. It is not a sacrifice. And I don't think for most of us it's a sacrifice. But just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. Moving right along. I only like her first song, the one she did for Enchanted. See, I don't even know that. Yeah, I don't know none of that. I just know the one she did with Keith Urban. Yeah, I don't know these songs. So it ain't bothering me none. I'm gonna move right along. But I just want to let y'all know that that's one of the first names that I've heard. I'm sure they're gonna be announcing more people as the week goes on. And y'all can do what y'all want to do. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I'm just saying, as for me and my 92%, you just going on the list. That's all. They won't Chrisette Michelle her. Well, when you say they won't, because they're cool, like her fan base are probably people that voted for Trump. So it's not the same as Chrisette Michelle. You know what I mean? Like Chrisette Michelle's fan base was not built off of people who probably voted for Trump. So that sort of made it kind of worse. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, Before He Cheats is the only song I know. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. That's the only song I know. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. That's the only song I know. What's up, JB? Say what? Listen, thank you for dropping down. This week, y'all asked for it and y'all are going to get it. The Whether You Like It or Not panel is doing a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills edition. It will be on Wednesday nights. It'll be the same as what we've been doing. We are rotating on platforms. This week, it will be on Yarrell's channel. And it is going to be myself, Sakina, Yarrell, Scotty. It's going to be JB Say What. And it's going to be Bell TV. So that is who it's going to be. You guys asked for it. I know we're about halfway through the season, but why the hell not? Okay? Why the hell not? So y'all make sure if y'all are not already subscribed, y'all go over there and y'all subscribe so y'all won't miss the rotation. And y'all go get caught up on his videos over there so y'all know what to expect. Okay? So y'all know what he's going to be giving. Y'all get on over there. Okay? All right. She did the Jesus Take the Wheel song. Now, I ain't going to tell y'all no lies. I do kind of like that song. It's still not on my playlist. But I do. Okay, Jesus Take. I remember that song. Jesus Take the Wheel. I do remember that song. That's what Kern. I'm gonna stop. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not doing that. Moving right along. Who's next on my list? Who's next on the agenda? Sunny Hostin has responded. Now, Simone, I don't know if you still here or not, girl. Baby Simone, that lawsuit, that Sunny Hostin lawsuit was how many thousands of pages did I say it was? Did I say it was 4,000 pages or something like that? Now, Simone, I don't know if you read it or not. Probably not, because y'all, who was reading 4,000 page lawsuit if they're not getting paid to read a 4,000 page lawsuit? But we did go over the highlights, child. It was a lot to try to go through. We went over the highlights, okay? But Sunny Hostin has responded, honey, and we're about to read to y'all what Sunny Hostin had to say. Now, Sunny Hostin from The View, Her husband has been named as part of a lawsuit as it deals with insurance fraud up in New York. Now, the insurance company sued her husband, said he was one of the people, like 200 people were sued, child. Oh, yeah, Sonny read it with a highlighter twice, okay? He was one of the doctors that was named, basically allegedly getting kickbacks for falsely recommending patients for services that they don't need, in return getting a kickback. So Sonny has responded. I'm gonna tell y'all what Sonny said. Now, Sonny said the following. She has publicly defended her husband, and here's what she said. She said, the American Transit launched a media smear campaign by leveraging her celebrity status and involving her family. The couple has hired a prominent attorney, Mark Garagos. I've heard that name before. And plans to countersue for $5 million, accusing the company of defamation and harassment. Dr. Hostin's legal team, including civil RICO expert Daniel Thwaites, has claimed the lawsuit is meritless. American Transit, however, maintains that its actions are part of its legal duty to combat widespread insurance fraud in New York. Now, listen, didn't I tell y'all? I don't know whether this man, Michael Jackson's attorney, okay. Now, I don't know whether this man is guilty or not, okay? I don't know. But what I do know is I told y'all last week they got long money. Now, they can play what they want to, but Sonny is an attorney. She know people that know people, and they got the money to pay the people that they know the people that know the people. Okay? All right. Moving right along. Michael Jackson, he's represented a lot of... I knew that name. I knew that name. He's an orthopedic surgeon, Katrina. He's not a plastic surgeon. He's an orthopedic surgeon. Not child that guilty, but I'm not mad at him. Damn, Sam's overdose. Sam's overdose said they guilty, but but carry on. That's what he said. All right, moving right along. Let's keep it moving, child. Because what time is it? Y'all know we on a tight schedule. Child, there's another Diddy lawsuit. I'm not even talking about it. Somebody else has sued Diddy, child. Another ex-employee said that Diddy kidnapped her and did all the things. Just added to the list. And I'm not trying to be crass, but just add it to the list and just at this point, just add it to the list, child. So the insurance company just approving unnecessary claims. I don't know. That's what they saying. They saying that he was referring people. They said it's a law. Okay, I'm trying to. Cams is real complicated. It's 3,000 pages, but basically, there's a law in the state of New York for people who like do Uber driving and Lyft and Uber or whatever. There's like a type of insurance I think that they have to carry or something along those lines. And allegedly, the people that the company that represented those drivers, if people got into an accident, they would recommend the people that got into those accidents would be recommended to certain doctors, and those doctors would say, hey, this person needs surgery on their knee, rather than let's see if we could just send them to physical therapy for a couple of months and see if it gets better. And they basically was saying, hey, they were recommending extreme resolutions to these ailments rather than trying to find another way before, you know what I mean? And that in return, they were getting kickbacks off of referring people for these unnecessary procedures. That is the shortest version of that 3,000-page lawsuit that my brain can make sense of. Now, Simone, Pam might be able to get like more into the nitty-gritty of it, but for my brain, that's the easiest way I can break it down. Yeah, courier insurance policies. Yeah, that's what it was called. He submitted claims for procedures that don't need to be done based on the injury sustained. There you go. Thank y'all. See how smart my people are? Right. They jumped straight to plan D and skipped over A, B, and C. Sure did. That's what they're alleging. I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm saying that's what they alleged That's what they're alleging. Alleged. Alleged. Okay. Tracy said, does anybody want the lawsuit? Child, Tracy sent me all 4,000 pages. So if anybody want the lawsuit, Tracy can forward. I can forward it. Tracy can forward it, child. You know, move right along. So Sunny responded, child. They threatened in a counter lawsuit. So we'll see, child. We'll see. All right, where we gonna go next? Let me go ahead and get the Scotts out the way because child, it ain't that deep. So Letitia and Marceau Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Winter, if you still here, child, you might want to hear this one if you haven't already. I'm sure you've already looked at it or seen it. They went live last night. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that what they did was very strategic. I think they knew exactly what they were doing, and I think they were in control of what they were doing, and I think it was very strategic in what they did. So let me go through what I believe happened. They went live last night, and what they told us was, hey, we're getting ready to start filming in about a week or so, and you tell us what you guys want to see, because we're sick of dumbing down ourselves. Like, we are accomplished. We are affluent. We're college graduates. Most of us are part of Divine Nine fraternities and sororities, and we have all these things going on with our business and all these things going on in the community, yet we keep getting stuck talking over and over and over again about the same stuff. So you guys tell us what you guys want to see. Now, let's be clear. Let's call a thing a thing. It didn't matter what we said in that chat that we wanted to see, because Carlos King and his production team are going to show us what they want to show us anyway. Okay. So when the chat started going left, which they had to know the chat was going to go left. Had the chat started going left. So now Marceau started getting a little combative, and basically he was like, listen, they keep making trash content because that's what y'all want to see. Now, we've had that conversation over here before, and we've talked about that before, and I'm not saying I disagree with him. Now, the way in which he chose to share his thoughts could have been shared better, but I don't disagree with what he's saying, and we've had that conversation over here as well. Then they started speaking about production, and Marceau went on to say that production is lazy, and that basically they just go for the low-hanging fruit. They go for the easy, what they know that people is going to get the views, what the bloggers are going to pick up on, and that, you know, it's easy to put a show together when you're just being lazy and you having lazy production. Now, again, I don't disagree with what Marceau said. However, Marceau, you do know you're talking about your boss, right? So either A, they trying to get fired, right? Either A, they're trying to get fired, or B, they're trying to spin a narrative. And I'm going to tell you why I think they absolutely knew what they were doing. Because what they said is that every year or every season, right before they start filming, Martell does something. He comes down to social media. He does something that becomes an issue that the blogs pick up and the blogs take over. And then that is what the show ends up being about, right? So rather than them talking about the businesses and all the positive things that they have going on, we end up talking about Martell's latest shenanigan. Now, to a certain extent, I agree with them. To a certain extent. And the reason why I say they knew exactly what they were doing, because they kept saying, now y'all aren't going to do that, right? Y'all aren't going to let Martell control the narrative, right? Y'all aren't going to let Martell come down here and do something stupid again and control the narrative. And I'm like, on this one, I can't put all of this on Martell. I can't put all of this on Martell. And I can put a lot of shit on Martell. But I can't put all of this on Martell because, Tisha, you absolutely went down to Carlos King's show and called that man gay. Y'all, and let me tell y'all know what I hate. Y'all know what I hate. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, boo. Y'all know I hate when people piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Tisha, you absolutely called that man gay. I don't care whether you use the sentence, he is gay versus he sleeps with men. He likes men. He messes with men. Now you playing word games, and you just got finished telling us how intelligent you are and how accomplished you are, and you're a college graduate, and you've done all these things. So you absolutely know what you did, and you absolutely know your intent. You absolutely know what your intent was. And now you trying to walk it back. You and your mama are trying to walk it back. So either A, you realize you went too far, or B, Carlos told your ass you went too far. Because you trying to walk that back. But you absolutely knew what you were doing. What I mean by she started it, I'm talking about her going on Carlos's show. Martell started it on the show. They filmed the scene and Martell did say some stuff. I'm not saying she didn't have a right to respond to that. But what I'm saying is she went down on Carlos's show and she threw the rock about him being gay. Now, Marceau said something very interesting. Marceau gave us the timeline. She said, I heard he liked boys in college. And when Carlos told her, allegedly, she said, no, that ain't no alleged. I know for a fact. So no, again, we're not going to play word games. We're not going to play word games because Carlos gave her an out. Carlos said allegedly. And she said, oh, no, it ain't no alleged. I know for a fact. So that's not the same as saying, well, I heard he likes boys in college. No, that's not what she said. And when Carlos tried to give her the out, all she had to say was allegedly and could have kept it going. But that ain't what she said. She doubled down. She even said she knew people. So on this one, I feel like the Scotts came down here and tried to take a page out of Martell's book. And we're going to go live and we're going to create a blog moment that they'll talk about because we're going to start filming next week. Because what the Scotts absolutely knew was this whole situation over the last couple of weeks was absolutely going to be the conversation. It absolutely was going to be the conversation. So as a way to try to steer the conversation away from that, now they done came down here and you call the production lazy and we're stupid if we go along with it. And now Marceau wants to give us the timeline and make it seem like that. He said, he was like, the only time I'm ever around Martell is when we're filming. I have no reason to want to be around Martell. I have no reason to ever. We're not friends. We haven't been friends in a long time. The only time you see us together, he said, when we go live at Black and stuff, you never see Martell with us. But here's my problem with that. I can 100% agree with that. We know that people on reality TV aren't necessarily friends. We get that. However, why all of a sudden now you want to clear it up? The fans have been coming after y'all for the last 3 years about you're not loyal to Mel and y'all are friends with Martell and why are y'all still cool with Martell? Now all of a sudden you want to clear it up? Now you want to break the fourth wall? Now you want to make it clear that you and Martell ain't friends? And then he was like, we only went on like 3 trips together. Like Martell making it seem like we was hanging together all the time. We wasn't hanging together all the time. See, again, it makes me feel like there's a hit dog hollering. Now, y'all know I've been defending. Well, I ain't really been defending Marceau. But now I'm starting to feel like there's a hit dog hollering. That's just how I feel about it. Now, do I think they have a right to come down and use social media the same way everybody else uses social media? Sure, why not? Sure. But my problem is, why now? And you have to know that calling out production ain't gonna be a good look. I don't know what kind of contracts Carlos and got them people to sign. And I don't know what kind of money them people are getting paid because according to Winter and So Gucci, they wasn't making no real money. They wasn't making no whole lot of money. And I've talked to some of them people offline under confidentiality. So I can't tell you who I talked to, and I can't tell you what the dollar amount they told me was. But based on what I've been told privately, it ain't no real money. Now, because the Scotts and them, they might be making a little bit more money. But I know people like Winter have been able to walk away. I know people like, obviously we know, so Gucci walked away. We know that Monique walked away. We know that Akeisha has walked away. So it can't be like you absolutely can't leave the show, because it really sounded like Marceau sounded like he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to be there, because people in the comments were like, well, why do y'all stay? If it's so bad and it's so this and it's so that, why are y'all still there? So clearly whatever they feel like they're getting is worth what they're going through. I mean, I guess, but it's about exposure and gaining customers and consumer. Yeah, Quake, I'm guessing. So I don't know who has the license. I believe Marceau has a license. I don't think that Marceau would put himself in the same situation that Martell was in. I believe that Marceau has his builder's license. I believe so. But I don't know that to be a fact, child, because it wouldn't even occur to me that Martell didn't have it until we found out he didn't have it. So I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like there's a whole lot of problems going on down to the Kingdom Reign. And Carlos might need to have a retreat or something, because it just sounds like it's a whole lot going on. It just sounds like there's a whole lot going on. It just seems like there's some mutiny going on in the palace. I don't know. But are they gaining business from the show? They never said the show brings them business. Yeah, the type of business that they're in, they might get people that come through Huntsville and stop by. Like if I ever went to Huntsville, I would go to Black. Am I making a special trip to Huntsville to go to Black? No. If I'm in a driving distance from Huntsville and I'm like, hey, y'all want to drive down to Huntsville? Like the next time I go to Nashville, I may drive down to Huntsville, because I really feel like it's only like an hour. It's only like an hour, 45 minutes, hour away. I might drive down to Huntsville the next time I go visit my friend in Nashville. Am I gonna make a special trip to go to Black? No. But if I'm in driving distance, I might say, let's drive down to Black. Yeah, absolutely. But I ain't making no special trip. So the type of business that they do, to be honest, this show might hurt them more than it helps them. Chattanooga's an hour away. Nashville is much further. Oh, it's much further. I thought it wasn't that far. Okay. Maybe I was thinking about Chattanooga. Because when I was in Nashville, I was going to drive down. I think I told y'all that when I was in Nashville, that was like the first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I had actually reached out to Kimmy and told Kimmy I wanted to drive down and go to lunch. And she was like, cool, like, let's do it. Now, I don't think she would be that open now that, with everything that has happened with the fans and the show and stuff. But that was like in the very beginning. And I used to talk to Kimmy, Maurice, Marceau, Letitia, hell, I guess everybody except for Martell and Mel. But I did talk to them. Again, not nothing deep. We weren't best friends or nothing like that. But we talked, right? And y'all know when it comes to us, like us bloggers and people who review the shows, when these new shows start off and they're smaller, okay, it's like 2 hours away. Okay. When these new shows start off and they're smaller shows, a lot of times, just like when we were reviewing the Houston Family Business, and a lot of those people dropped down in the chat when like with me and Shade in the City, and a lot of those people were dropping down in the chat, just like when we did Never Ever Meets and Ready to Love. Like a lot of times they'll drop down in the chat because they follow the hashtags on social media and stuff like that. So that first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, they dropped down in the chat. Y'all know they used to be in the group chats over on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, Kimmy was real cool. Kimmy was like, yeah, if you come down to Nashville, let me know. We can link up. And I just didn't make it because I didn't have a car. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe I realized it was further than I thought it was. I was staying at my girlfriend, I was staying with my girl, and she let me use her car, but I didn't want to drive her car. I didn't want to take her car like that because I dropped her off at work and I had to pick her up from work. So I was like, nah, that was too tight. So maybe I did realize how far it was and was like, that's too tight. That's a too tight window for me to have to drive down there, do lunch, and then get back to pick her up from work. And I mean, I had somebody else's car. So one, I didn't want to put those kind of miles on her car. And two, I definitely didn't want to be late picking her up from work because she did me a favor. So instead, I just drove around Nashville. I went over to Fisk. Child, I went to the Grand Ole Opry. I wish I had known that museum with the black music was there because that's where I would have went instead of the Grand Ole Opry. But I did go to the Grand Ole Opry, child. I was the only black person there. I did a tour of the Grand Ole Opry, child. I was the only black person there. I know they was looking at me like, what is she doing here? They were nice. Nobody was rude to me. Everybody was nice. But I sure was a chocolate chip cookie. And the only chocolate chip in that cookie sure was. But if I had known that the R&B museum was there, which I did not know, I did go over to Fisk and drove around Fisk campus and stuff like that. But, child, I wish I had known because child, I was down to the Grand Ole Opry, honey. I sure was. Child, down to the Grand Ole Opry. Anyway, moving right along. All right, let's get into some of this other stuff. Y'all know at 8:30 we got to get off here so we can head on over to the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So let me get to the rest of this stuff, child. The Braxton family values drama. So we know the niece came down here a couple of weeks ago and made a lot of it wasn't her first time telling a story, but for whatever reason this time it went viral. But she was telling a story about her father being abusive, her stepmother being abusive. She told the story about one of her aunts. She didn't say which aunt, but one of her aunts' husband, she said partner. She never used the word husband, being inappropriate with her when she was 16, basically sexting her. I need a tour of the African American Museum in Louisville. Maybe we can add that to the tour, Chuck. Chuck, if you let me know if you can get in touch with I did go onto their website for Bro Brothers. I want to wait till I have an actual date though, but I want to find out what their group rate is for they have on their website, they have tours for six or less. But they said if you have a bigger group, then of course you can make arrangements. So but the African American Museum in Louisville, that could be something we can look at as well. All right. Moving right along. So she did do a video. She said that she has a YouTube channel as well as TikTok. A lot of TikTokers have either started YouTube channels or already had YouTube channels. So please, for all of y'all that love the TikToky, y'all go into the description box on your favorite TikTokers and just see if y'all can find their other social media. A lot of them, if they have not already started, they are starting YouTube channels or Instagram pages, and they're going to other places. So she did a video a couple of days ago. I just hadn't had a chance to come down here and talk to y'all about it. I think on Friday or Saturday. And she said that her father did reach out to her. And her father basically told her to shut up, that he has already talked to legal counsel. And if she does not stop speaking on him, then he is going to move forward legally. And I believe he sent her a cease and desist, but I know he called her and told her to zip it, or he was going to move forward. Yes, my students were telling me about Red Note. My students, that Red Note is the Chinese version of TikTok. So my students were telling me about Red Note today. All right. Now, but what is shocking? What is shocking is today she drops a video. Again, I don't know if she dropped it on yesterday, but I saw it today, where she said that because she currently lives in Barcelona, Spain. She said she is flying to the States on January the 28th, which is next week. And she is doing a sit-down interview with guess who, y'all? Who y'all think she coming to the States to do a sit-down interview with? Y'all ready? Oh, a whole lot of y'all saying Tasha K. Carlos King, Tamron Hall, Lord. Baby, let me get close to the microphone. Let me. She says she gonna be here on January the 28th, and she is doing an interview with Tamar. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. Tamar Braxton. She said that Tamar reached out to her, told her she would have the floor, that she would have an open platform to be able to speak her truth and tell her story. So number one, I think we can eliminate that it was Tamar. I think we can eliminate that. Baby, I think we can eliminate that it was Tamar, okay? But what that also says to me is a couple of things. One, either they gearing up for season 2 of this reboot of the Braxton show, and this is going to be their content. 2, Tamar is at a FU place with her family right now, and y'all know how she is. Y'all know how Tamar is. 3, remember when they were down to the Ayanna Van Zant of it all, and Tamar spoke of her own childhood trauma? Baby, she spoke of her own. I'm sorry, did y'all hear what I said that? Did y'all hear me when I said that she spoke of her own childhood trauma? Did y'all hear me say that? Baby, that's going to be some kind of ugly. She said Tamar. I said Tamar. So January the 28th, she said she's going to be here. I guess it's going to be on Tamar's YouTube channel or whatever. She said on her podcast. I didn't even know Tamar had a podcast, child. But you know, everybody call podcast is the word they use for everything now. Everybody got a podcast now, child. So I didn't even know Tamar had a podcast, but wherever Tamar's podcast is streaming is where it's going to be. Okay. So, yeah. Moving right along. We're going to find it and we're going to talk about it. Y'all know we're going to talk about it. Hell, they got us in the group chat. We might as well talk about it, child. We ain't left the group chat yet. And I want to see where this goes. Did she give up her U.S. citizenship? No, she didn't. Hey, Patches Boo. Hey. No, she didn't give up her citizenship. Nope. All right. I have a clip here that I have not listened to yet. And then we're going to talk about our last 2. Wait a minute. We got 1, 2. Yeah, we have 2 more stories. I meant to play this before. Somebody sent this to me, so y'all are listening to this with me for the first time. I have not I ain't listened to it. One of my subscribers sent this to me. Andy, I guess, addressed Karen not coming to the reunion. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Andy said on his radio show. Thank you to the subscriber who sent this to me. But I meant to listen to it before I went live, so y'all hearing it with me for the first time. Okay.
We shot the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion on last Thursday.
Now, was Karen there?
Karen was not there.
Ooh, where was...
Karen is checked herself into rehab.
Congratulations. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now, oh God, what do I give away? I will say this. I think it was the best reunion of the Housewives of Potomac, either ever or since the reunion where Monique brought the binder. Okay. And it was so unexpectedly funny, but also it really moved the needle in terms of story-wise with a few people. And it was very surprising, and I once again feel like a broken record. hyping up reunions, but it was really good. We're on the verge of 3 outstanding reunions. Salt Lake City, Roni.
Now, first of all, we know Andy called every reunion explosive. It's the best one yet. Oh my gosh, it's so great. He said that about every reunion. That's number one. But he did confirm that Kern was not there, but he said it was a good reunion. Now, I don't know how it was going to be a good reunion when the season was some shit, but okay. Because I don't even know how they're going to get 2 parts out of this season, but I guess we'll see, especially without Kern being there. But anyway, so thank you. Somebody sent that to me. I mean, we already knew Karen wasn't there, but I guess that was Andy just giving us the confirmation, child. Moving right along. Right, we'll get a 3-part reunion, and 2 out of the 3 won't care nothing about. You right, you ain't lying. We will not care nothing about them. All right. Khloe Kardashian was called out, which she should have been. She's been getting called out about her criticizing the mayor of LA, yet she uses up all the water when they're going through a drought and they're asked to conserve water. And Yvette Nicole Brown, the actress Yvette Nicole Brown, called her all the way out down to the social media, and she deserved it. And I was like, bloop. But she said the following. So the headline from Rolling Stone read, Kardashian among LA worst waterways using 333 gallons over the county limit in the month of June. So Yvette Nicole Brown stated, this is from 2022 when Los Angeles was in the midst of a drought. Every citizen was asked to conserve water for the good of everyone. Y'all know, because of fires and stuff, this is how some citizens respond to the ask. So she called her out what she needed to do. If you guys remember, we talked about this when it happened. And there was actually an aerial picture that was taken of Khloe Kardashian's house that showed her lawn being just as green as my shirt and all of the houses around her being brown, like the grass being brown from not having any water. But her lawn was picture perfect, right? So, Khloe, can you just go sit down somewhere? Can you go sit down somewhere? Moving right along. Now, in the category of I think we're being trolled, but I'm going to tell y'all about it anyway. I think we're being trolled, but I'm going to tell y'all about it anyway. Shout out to the 300 people in the chat. Y'all know when there's 300 people in the chat, Don Don opens up the kitchen. Now, I don't know if Don Don is still here or not, but Don Don opens up the kitchen. So, Don Don, if you're here, can you go ahead and drop the menu for today? Because the kitchen is open. So at 300 people, if you new here, you can go on and get you something from the kitchen, okay? If you a VIP, meaning you are lit up in green, just order something. It'll come to your table, okay? Just go on and order something. It'll come to the table. The upstairs lounge is open. If you need some herbal libations, you go on upstairs, and Ebby is in charge of the hookah. She'll pull the hookah right on out. She's in charge of the hookah, okay? All right, moving right along. In the category of I think we're being trolled, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Oh, and Tracy, go and send me that old fashioned. I saw you had an old fashioned in the bar specials today. A brown sugar old fashioned or something along those lines. Give me one of them. All right. Thank you. Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe seem to be having some sort of spat. Now, I honestly think we're being trolled. I don't think it's real. I think tonight when they go live on their nightcap show, they're going to joke about it. They're going to laugh about it. But let me tell y'all what's going on. For those of you who don't follow, Chad Ochocinco is a former football player who has a nightly podcast with Shannon Sharpe, who's also a retired football player, Hall of Famer. We've talked about Shannon Sharpe before with his thing with Skip Bayless, and his sexcapade down to the Instagram. Well, him and Ochocinco have a show called The Nightcap that comes on. It doesn't come on every night, but it definitely comes on Sunday nights. It comes on Monday nights. Generally after a major sporting event, they come down during football season. During basketball season last year, he had some basketball players, Gilbert Arenas and stuff like that. So we what's up, another round? Hey, boo. Another round was dropping resources for the LA fires as well, you guys. So y'all check her channel out. And I'm going to post some more stuff on my community wall of places that I've been getting as well. I I love the nightcap. I think they're absolutely hilarious. I know that Shannon Sharpe is not everybody's cup of tea, but I find him and Ocho Cinco to be absolutely hilarious. They are funny to me. So Chad Ochocinco, for those who do not know, his ex-fiance, Sherelle Rosado, I hope I said her last name right. She has her own podcast. Now, she was the star of Selling Tampa that came on Netflix a few years ago, and she is going to be starring in the upcoming reality. Thank you, another round. Thank you so much, boo. In the upcoming reality show, Wags to Riches, that's going to be streaming on Netflix in a couple of weeks. She also has her own podcast. Well, it was announced today. Right, just bring back Selling Tampa. I thought Selling Tampa was such a good show. I agree, Cams. So her and Ocho Cinco were together. They have been dating. They have a baby together and everything. And they have been dating since Selling Tampa. Well, they very publicly broke up right before the holidays. Allegedly, she caught him cheating, went through his phone, yada, yada, yada. Well, today it was announced that Shannon Sharpe's media company, Shay Shay Productions or Shay Shay Media, has picked up her podcast, and her podcast will be under the umbrella of his media company. So Chad Ochocinco came down to the social media and he posted underneath and was like, what the F? What, nobody gonna run this by me? And Shannon Sharpe basically responded and was like, baby, this is business. This ain't personal. This business. And Sherelle, she dropped down and basically was like, you big baby. You big baby. Yeah. Yeah, they do live events and stuff. Yeah, they're doing one for the Super Bowl. They sure are. The tickets on sale is probably sold out by now. Do they need to? I'm going to say this. I don't think they need his permission, but I think they should have. If this is real, like I said, I really think they're trolling us. I do not think that this happened and Ocho Cinco did not know. What I do believe is this. Do I think they need his permission? No. Shannon Sharpe does not need Chad's permission because it's actually Shannon Sharpe's show that he brought Chad onto. So no, don't need his permission. But I do think the conversation is warranted. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. If I have a business partner that broke up with their fiance, it's kind of what we were talking about on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Why is Kyle still having conversations with Dorit's husband in the midst of Dorit and her husband going through this separation divorce situation? If you're my friend, be my friend. Now, do I think that he needed to ask Ocho Cinco's permission? No, because it is business. But if he really did find out online, I do think it's messed up that that's the first place he found out was online. Now, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. They're trying to get people. Yeah, like I said, I really think they're trolling. I honestly, really and truly, I do not believe y'all. I really think they're trolling. I honestly do not believe Palisades is not a city. It's a neighborhood. Karen Bay, Sister Mary. I don't remember saying anything about Palisade. The Palisade. Did I say anything about the Palisades? Did I say something? Maybe he's talking. Artillery, who you talking? Are you talking to somebody in the chat or are you talking to me? Because I don't remember saying nothing about did I say something about the Palisades? Maybe you're talking to somebody in the chat. Okay. Personally, I just think, I don't think it's real. I think they're trolling. I don't think it's real. But I'm bringing it to y'all anyway because, But I think tonight they're absolutely going to go live tonight after the football game, and they'll probably talk about it. And I'm sure it's going to be a joke, and I'm sure it's going to be a whole thing. They're trolling. I would be shocked if this was real and that they really fall out about it. Oh, okay, Artillery, thank you. Because I don't want to misspeak. But sometimes I say so much, I forget what I said. Okay, thank you, boo. Yeah, I don't want to misspeak. Don't want to say nothing wrong, child. Don't want to say nothing wrong. Okay. Last night was good. They discussed therapy. it's y'all listen. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I fell asleep listening to it last night because y'all know I had to watch to the end of the game, child. Y'all know I said Kim, shut up, Cajun. Y'all know I had to watch the football game, and then I was listening to it, but I ended up falling asleep, so I didn't see all of it. And usually they cut it up, like they do the show live, and then they cut the show up into segments and re-upload those segments, which is a smart thing to do. I really got to get. That's one of the things I said I was going to start doing that I never did, was take my tribe meetings and cut them up into segments and re-upload the segments. I really need to do that. I really need to start doing that. But anyway, that's what they do. So moving right along. Okay. Let's talk. Let me give y'all the update. And at 8:30, we will be heading over to Really Be TV reviews for the Whether You Like It or Not panel tonight. Okay. Because I think there's only one thing on my list that we didn't talk about. Lil Wayne's lawsuit. They're trying to, his ex-assistant is suing. And they're trying to make him sit for an actual deposition. So that's the only update with that. Child, we don't care about Lil Wayne, child. But let me give y'all this update on this Cardi B, Tasha K situation, okay? Let me get y'all the breakdown. Okay. I wonder if I take you home. Hold on. Let me see here. Will you still love me if I take you home? Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So, as you guys know, Cardi B and Tasha K have been going back and forth ever since Tasha K lost that lawsuit. Because Cardi B is like, run me my money and run it to me now. Tasha K makes she does herself no favors, because the more she talks and the more she taunts people, it makes people want to get her even more, right? So once Tasha K was like, I ain't worried about paying that settlement, I'm just going to file bankruptcy. I've been through this before, yada, yada, yada. Not understanding that the type of settlement that she had, you cannot write off with a bankruptcy. Like, you can file bankruptcy, but you still going to owe the money, okay? Then she was clowning everybody and she was trolling us. Maybe not trolling, maybe she was trolling, when she went over to Africa and she claimed she was depositing all her money in the banks overseas to hide it from Cardi B. Again, I don't know why you playing games with Cardi B. I don't know why you trolling. Whether you trolling, whether you real or not, I don't know. But why are you playing those games? I do not know. So Cardi B was like, oh, that's what you think you're going to do? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to find the money. Now, allegedly, Cardi B says she done found this money. She done found them also offshore accounts, and she has found the money. Well, in the meantime and in between time, Tasha K done filed this bankruptcy, as she was not 100% truthful in her bankruptcy. She did things that the judge told her not to do, like take the house out of her name and transfer it to her husband for $0. We covered that on this channel with Simone. Simone went over the bankruptcy paperwork with us and explained to us some of the things that Tasha K did that were not appropriate. I won't use the word illegal, but I will say not appropriate. Like selling the house to her husband for $0. Like, you can't do that. Putting the businesses all in her husband's name, so that it made it look like she had absolutely no assets. She didn't have any money, and made herself an employee of her own company, which a lot of rich people do that. That part I ain't worried about. But she had to refile her bankruptcy paperwork, basically say, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, judge. I need to amend this, and I need to add some stuff. We talked about that with Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. A lot of people think Teresa went to jail for extortion or whatever, and she really went to jail because her ass lied on her bankruptcy paperwork, because the bankruptcy people gave her 3 chances to fix it, and she didn't. And the judge was like, look, I really didn't want to take you away from your kids. I really didn't want to do that, but you keep lying to me, and you've basically given me no other choice. So Cardi B filed paperwork with the bankruptcy court to say, listen, I think y'all need to throw this bankruptcy out, and here are the reasons why you need to throw the bankruptcy out. You need to throw the bankruptcy out because she lying. She lying. She has money, and my attorneys have found the money. So let me give y'all a breakdown. Now, this is Pam's breakdown. Pam, I'm stealing it. This came off of her community wall. Okay. Rather than do a whole separate live on Tasha K and Cardi B, I'm giving y'all the cliff notes. Okay. Cardi B filed a motion attempting to get Tasha K's bankruptcy case dismissed. The bankruptcy trustee joined in that motion. Now, remember, we talked about this before, that when you file bankruptcy, a trustee is assigned to your case. Again, this is what happened with Teresa Giudice. The trustee kept sending the paperwork back saying, fix it. You have not put everything on this paperwork. And Teresa would fix it and send it back. And the trustee would look at it again and say, no, ma'am, fix it. You didn't include everything on your paperwork. So the trustee for Tasha K's bankruptcy case agreed with Cardi B and was like, yeah, something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Tasha responded. Okay, I'm sorry. The trustee alleged that Tasha has hid assets and other monies. Now, the trustee said, Cardi right. Cardi right. Something here, all this ain't adding up. 1 + 1 ain't making 2 over here. Now, Tasha K filed a response saying she alleged that her and Cardi B almost had an agreement, but Cardi wanted a provision in the settlement preventing Tasha to talk about her or her family ever again. So for all of the people that are saying, well, Tasha K has a payment plan with Cardi B. No, ma'am. They were in negotiation. They were in mediation, and they almost came to an agreement, but they never finalized it because Cardi B wants a lifetime gag on Tasha K never ever to speak on her or her family. And Tasha K said, I can't do that. Because I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what you're going to do that might be content, that might be newsworthy, that I need to speak on. So I am not going to agree to never, ever, 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 ever speak your name again. Like, I'm just not going to agree to that. So as a result of Tasha K saying, no, ma'am, I'm not going to agree to that, that payment plan was never approved. Tasha alleged that she refused to agree with that. The court decided that it would not dismiss the case. So they did not dismiss the bankruptcy. However, they did decide that they would have an evidentiary hearing to further explore Cardi B's allegations. So my non-attorney opinion is, it sounds like they're going to allow Cardi B's attorneys to maybe submit documentation, proof, receipts, timelines of where this money allegedly is. That's what I'm hearing. What I heard, what it sounded like to me was, we're going to have an evidentiary hearing to further explore Cardi B's allegations, which makes me think that Cardi B will be able to, or her attorneys obviously, to submit paperwork that would support that, 1, Tasha K is hiding money or hid money. 2, they know where the money is. This is the proof of where the money is. And 3, that she is intentionally trying to defraud the bankruptcy courts. Now, Cardi B told us a year ago, maybe even longer, she was down to the what's that app that the celebrities used to be on all the time? What's that app called? I don't hear nobody talking about it anymore. What's that app called that the celebrities used to go to where they would have like these big forums and stuff? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's it called? What's the app called? What's it called, y'all? Damn, I'll remember it if I hear it. Because I never used it. I think I went on there once or twice, and then I was like, Clubhouse, that's it. Cardi B said down to the Clubhouse probably about a year ago, maybe longer, maybe a year and a half. Cardi B told us a year ago that her attorneys found Tasha K's money. Now, I know a lot of people don't rock with Cardi. They whatever. I understand that. But I don't think Cardi was bluffing. I don't think Cardi was lying. I think Cardi and her attorneys, obviously her attorneys, absolutely found proof that Tasha K had money outside of the United States. Now, they probably can't get to it. They can't force the bank to send it, because that's the reason why people go overseas and open up accounts, to avoid stuff like this. But I believe Cardi B when she says, we found the money. My attorneys found the money. Now, is it $4 million? I doubt it. I doubt it was $4 million, y'all. But that's not the point. The point is, if it was $200,000 or $300,000, the point is Tasha K put on that bankruptcy paperwork. She didn't have no money. Now, we went over that bankruptcy paperwork. We went over all of the things that Tasha K said were assets, where she listed her assets and she listed her liabilities. And if she didn't put that money on there, and again, I repeat, yes, Gemini Diva, absolutely. That is what Teresa Giudice went to jail for. People think she went to jail for the what her husband was up. No, she went to jail for bankruptcy fraud. For this exact thing, that she did not put all of her assets on her bankruptcy paperwork. And let's be clear, it was petty stuff. For example, and we went over this, I did a whole live on Teresa Giudice's law, while she went to jail. But it was stuff like, she didn't put on there that she had a Cadillac Escalade, but she put on her paperwork that she wanted, that one of her debtors was Cadillac. So how you going to say that you owe Cadillac money for an Escalade, but you didn't put the fact that you have an Escalade on your assets? How you going to have it on your liability, but you ain't have it on your assets? Like, it was that kind of dumb shit that Teresa was doing. And of course, she didn't claim income from the book that she wrote, that cookbook she wrote. She didn't claim her signing bonus. Like, it was stuff like that. So Tasha, if you're getting money on the back end on anything and you're not claiming it, or you're sending money outside of the country, again, right, a good forensic accountant. Now, I don't have the date of when this evidentiary hearing is supposed to take place. I don't have all of them details, but I'll get that information, because, child, we hadn't talked about Tasha K in a long time. But, baby, we might have to get back on the Tasha K of it all, because this is going to be interesting if they have this evidentiary hearing and Cardi B's attorneys submit paperwork and proof and receipts and timelines. Baby, it ain't gonna be pretty for Tasha K. Child. And let me say this. I don't blame Tasha K for not wanting to sign a statement saying she's never, ever, ever gonna speak on Cardi B again. Cardi B, again, you are a public figure and you do shit that you trend, right? If you go live, if you show up at New York Fashion Week, if you do a collab, if you like Cardi, you do stuff. So I absolutely can understand why Tasha K would be hesitant to sign something that says, I can never, ever, ever in perpetuity ever speak on you again. Like, I get that. However, had you not been taunting this woman from the beginning, y'all probably could have worked out a payment plan 2 years ago, and you'd be halfway done paying her by now. You know what I'm saying? You'd be halfway done paying that woman by now. It's scheduled for February the 25th to 26th in Florida, according to Pam. Okay, thank you, Brown Mama. Thank you, Boo. I'm gonna talk to Pam about that, because I know the last time there was a Zoom link, and you could get on the Zoom link if you were in the press or you were an attorney. So I know last time there was a Zoom link. So I'm gonna see if Pam is gonna try to get on that Zoom link, because Pam take good notes, honey. She take good notes. Tasha K was tripping. I would have signed it. There's there's so much else to discuss. That is true. But I'm just saying, I understand why she didn't sign it. But again, you created this monster. Like, you did it. You created this monster. You know what I'm saying? Paperwork for Title 22 is what you need. What's that, Ray Ray? What's Title 22? In my opinion, she lost her privilege to talk about her when she lied. I don't disagree with y'all. 24th through the 25th at 9:30 a.m. on both days. Okay, I'm going to try to talk to Pam. I'm going to talk to Pam. I talk to Pam all the time. I'm going to talk to Pam and find out if she, because like I said, I know the last time you could get, it was a Zoom link and you could actually get on. Oh, press packet. Oh. Yeah. I ain't going to Florida though. I mean, if it's online, I'm going to see. I mean, I'm going to be at work, so I can't stream it, child. I'm going to be at work all day. But Pam might. And like I said, Pam takes good notes. Oh, she has another case and can't make it. Oh, Pam must have already done a live about it. I missed it. I didn't see her do no live about it. Anyway, I'll call her, though. I'm going to call her. And we'll figure something out. Maybe Cardi can ask for a review. Oh, I might talk to Simone. Simone might get on there. Because Simone's been following the Tasha K case. I'm going to talk to Simone and I'm going to talk to Simone and I'm going to talk to Pam. And we're going to maybe figure it out. But I definitely also what's his name has been covering Tasha K too. Hip Hop Inquirer. What's his name? Byron. He's been covering it too. So he may get a Rule 22. He may get a rule. You said Title 22. I've always heard Rule 22. Either way, I know what you're talking about though. Oh, on her page. I must not have read the whole thing. I missed it. Okay. You know someone will. She can't stand Tasha. Oh, you know Simone will. Yeah. Yeah, Simone. I'm going to talk to Simone. Simone might, and that maybe that'll be the next live me and Simone can do together, that she can go over what happened in court, honey. And you know Simone will get on a flight. Yeah, I know Simone will catch a flight now. You got to catch another flight. Hey. All right, you guys. I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to head on over to Really Be TV Reviews for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It is 270 of y'all in here. Listen, you don't have to go nowhere. I set up the redirect. It's going to automatically zap you over. If you watch the Real Housewives of Potomac and you want to see the Whether You Like It or Not panel, talk about what happened, what didn't happen, what we wanted to happen. You ain't even got to do nothing. Go, just keep your computer open or your phone open. Go take you a bathroom break. And next thing you know, you're going to be in the chat. Oftentimes, foreign countries will cooperate in investigation for bankruptcy agreements like mutual legal assistance treaties. I'm a forensic accountant. Ooh, for real, Kenya? That's good to know. Kenya said that wherever she got the money, it may be a place that cooperates. Okay. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, boo. Yeah, we're about to head over there right now, you guys. And again, you don't have to do anything if you want to meet me over there. Because as soon as I hit it, boom, we're going over there. Yes. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Now, Sweet Pea, you welcome everybody now. You welcome everybody. Make sure they wipe their feet off. They don't come in my house with the snow. All the people, especially the people that got all that snow, make sure they wipe their feet off now before they come up in my house now. Thank you, Abida. All right, I'm going to meet y'all over there. Thank y'all, because I'm going to go take me a bathroom break myself, and then I'll be right back, okay? Mwah! I'll talk to y'all later. Hey, Andrew. Hey, boo.